Cold weather is becoming extensive again into the weekend. Just a quick update on where things are going. There's the risk of some snowfall, particularly across Wales and the South Pennines. Before we get to that, Friday's chart is a rather messy one. Areas of low pressure and bits of remnants of fronts in play, and some places just hanging on to a rather damp day. Most of the precipitation not amounting to a great deal, but could just hang around. Some snow flurries coming into the eastern side of Scotland around the Cairngorms could be rather persistent, coming in on a brisk easterly wind. Quite a gusty easterly across a good part of the Highlands. Around the Cheviots, the borders, also some drizzle and some snow, getting down to increasingly low levels, and that also around across northern England too. The rain fairly patchy, later in the day turning a bit more to sleet and snow across the hills, even to some lower levels. A damp day for Wales, again, maybe not amounting to too much in total. We've got the next fronts, though, starting to show themselves in the southwest approaches, and it's that developing system that's causing a few concerns for Saturday. If I just run the sequence on through Friday evening and night, that area of rain is to the south of Ireland and approaching southwest England. It's not really going to interfere much with the northern part of Britain, but it does bring the prospect for some snowfall, significant snowfall, across the hills of Wales. It may come in initially as rain, but starts to interact more with cold air. And where you see the shaded colours on this map, this is early on Saturday morning, that's the prospect for snowfall. Lowest levels, sleet or rain perhaps, but the likelihood of that snow falling extensively across the hills, and maybe even getting down to low levels. Also affecting the Midlands, how far north into the Pennines that gets, even at this distance, is questionable. I would suggest around the Peak District there's every chance of some snow falling for at least part of the day. The further north you are toward the Yorkshire Dales, maybe in for a dry picture, but just watch the latest track of that system. Across Scotland and the far north of England, realistically Saturday is a dry, cold day, but it's going to be a windy picture across many mountains, the strongest of the winds across England and Wales, gale or even up to severe gale force. We shall pick up on a bit more detail for that in the full planner updated on Friday. A quick glance at Sunday's chart puts us in a quiet picture for many places, although just watching the next developing feature coming back into South Wales, the risk of some snow showers and flurries coming into the northern parts of the Highlands. Otherwise, a bright day, lots of sunshine, freezing cold though, with much of the terrain frozen and very icy. We'll have more details and the longer range outlook into next week in Friday's planner. That's been your NWIS Fleeting View. Thanks for watching.